And now, welcome to the Great Cigar and Pipe Show. Presented by Hiram and Solomon Cigars, the Oliva Cigar family, and the J.C. Newman Cigar Company. Coming to you live from the Corona Cigar Company studios.
Hey, welcome everybody to another great cigar and pipe show. Oh boy, it's going to be an exciting evening. I'd like to first apologize ahead of time from the three of us to all of you that the language of this adult show.
Apologizing?
What are you apologizing
I don't
about?
understand what Ronnie wants to apologize for. He's apologizing for something that we didn't
He wants to apologize for farting in the couch. That's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
I mean,
I just did. I did just did. Yes, yes. I think we should warn our young ones, our newbies, of of possibly the language that they might hear.
Well,
It's going to be quite interesting.
I think a lot of people don't know to come to the Facebook and or YouTube and or Rumble side. So I tried to say that in the pre-show to make sure people decided that, hey, let's go on, make sure we check them out tonight at 8:00 on YouTube or Facebook or wherever the hell they want to watch us, Rumble. People get confused because we confuse people. That's what we do.
Yes, we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
We can be confusing. Sanj is not confusing. Sanj is very direct. That's what I love about Sanj, is you always know where he stands.
Oh, absolutely.
On any subject. Doesn't matter what, you know where he stands. So tonight's show is truly a gift for everyone else, because this man doesn't need an introduction. He is the introduction.
In fact, we're not even going to call his name. We're just going to have him come on.
Yeah.
And people will know. People will know who he is.
He doesn't need an introduction. No, he doesn't. I mean, he is so well known, not only in the industry, but by everyone who's visited his shop. And let me tell you, I wanted to go and see some things, some reviews about Sanj's smoke shop before tonight's show. I wanted to kind of read some people's feedback and things. So
okay.
I'm going to post some of that during the show. You're going to see some reviews from folks who have visited the shop and what they have to say. Because listen, everything they say is so very true about Sanj and the people at Sanj's smoke shop. It's not just Sanj, it's everyone who's there, from his patrons to the people who work there. I mean, it's a tribute to Sanj as a person. So everyone get ready, because tonight's show, you're going to be in for a treat, and so are we.
Yeah.
I think so. So.
Ron, maybe we should introduce ourselves just in case somebody who doesn't know who the hell we are.
Well, might be a couple of people. Yeah, who are we? I'm Ronnie Pecorini. Down below, the Dutch Master Cigar. Far below me, way below. I'm up here, you're down there, guys. My brother, retired Bob.
Welcome back, folks.
And the one, the only, the Chooch Master himself, Cousin Frank.
Hello, everyone. And you know what? We're going to we're going to just go quickly to our sponsors, come back, and we're going to have Sanj with us. No time to fool around here. I want to see and hear Sanj, because that's the way it is.
Well, tonight, hit the share button first.
Let's hit the share button. Make sure you get everything out. Get the word out, because make sure you tell your friends. If you don't tell your friends, then you're not.
You're not sharing.
You're not sharing, and sharing is caring. And one thing about Sanj, he's all about sharing. That's the thing.
And the people going to YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. A lot of people are just watching and not hitting that button. Subscribe. You're helping us out.
They're afraid.
Afraid of what?
They're afraid. When they subscribe, then that means anytime we post something, they get it in their mailbox.
Well, that is scary.
That is
I know,
scary. I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want
to
from
see
us.
me.
I wouldn't want to see anything that comes from us either. So that's just
subscribe anyway. Come on, man.
Subscribe.
Some laughs and good information.
Son of a bitch.
Hopefully, everybody watched last week's show, because if you did miss last week's show,
you got to go and rewatch.
Seriously, take a look. It's probably one of the most informative 2 hours of your life to find out what is truly happening out there. Yeah,
when it comes to human trafficking. And it's really interesting, because from the Underground Railroad organization, operation rather, they use canine dogs and for their operations of sniffing out like hard drives and phone stuff, because they can sense what's on there. And Sanj does so much for the dog, for law enforcement, dogs, because he put out this amazing, and we'll talk about Oreo's tail. But let's go to our sponsors, and we're going to come back, and we're going to let Sanj take over and run with this, because I can't wait to hear him.
Everyone can't wait to hear him. He said a mouthful on that one.
Right now.
See you folks in 3 minutes. If you have to take a quick bathroom break, now's a good time to do it.
Bruce, run, Stock, run.
We'll be back right after these words from our sponsors.
Another day in paradise, smoking cigars.
Howard G Cigars is a dynamic new cigar brand grown from a love for cigar culture and a respect for the artisanship behind the craft. We are a minority-owned family business based in Orlando, Florida. Our current collection delivers 3 exclusive lines: the Black Moses, Magic Stick, All Pro Series, featuring Leon Searcy's signature cigar and Ike Taylor's one-of-a-kind, and the newly released Perfect Round, featuring 18 cigars, a front 9 and a back 9. Visit our website at www.howardgcigars.com. You can find a full list of our retail partners there too. Thank you for making us part of your humidor. DAV Cigars out of New York. Decades of experience combined with true love and deep understanding of cigars result in the highest of standard of each DAV hand-rolled cigar.
This is Phil Morgan, General Manager of Missouri Meerschaum Corncob Pipes in Washington, Missouri. Our mission since 1869 has been to produce great smoking pipes that anyone can afford. We guarantee our pipes won't be your most expensive, but they just might be the ones you smoke the most. At Missouri Meerschaum Company, we don't just sell our corncob pipes, we grow them, make them, and smoke them. Missouri Meerschaum, Washington, Missouri, since 1869.
Loyalty, passion, courage. These are the founding principles of K by Karen Berger Cigars. The Maduro, the Habano, and the newly rated 93 by Cigar Journal Connecticut. Do yourself a favor and check out this wonderful line of cigars that come from a completely linear company from seed to your hands.
At Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco, we specialize solely in the finest hand-rolled, craft, and boutique cigars on the market. Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco is sure to have something that will excite you. Shop our online humidor at www.mountainsmokewv.com.
A family of 4 generations in tobacco. It started in Odense, Denmark, 141 years ago, 1882, with a factory and a retail store by Eric Peter Stokoby. 4th Generation is a premium quality brand consisting of a selection of tin and loose tobaccos made in Denmark, pipes made of the finest quality briar, and superior accessories from leather goods, lighters, and pipe tools. The selection of 4th Generation products are available in premium pipe and cigar stores in the US and many European countries.
Check out 4thGenPipeTobacco.com.
And we are back, folks.
I got to tell people, excuse us if you watch us drooling here because we just lit up these cigars and we're salivating like no tomorrow here. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, Ronnie's smoking the SP 1014 red. There's he is.
The man himself.
The man, the myth, the
The
legend.
legend.
The man who's
How you doing, guys?
The man who causes us to drool. And not because we're children, just because these cigars, Sanj, what can we say
Wow.
other than thank you from the bottom of our hearts?
unbelievable.
When it got here today in the mail, and
Good.
we were like little kids. Bob was like a little child. Oh my God, we got these cigars. We can smoke them tonight.
No, we were scared they weren't going to arrive in
But
time.
we had Sanj's other cigars, so we had the RS-88s. We did have others.
I know, but
So-
when we saw that box arrive, we were just like, "Yay!" Wow.
Wow. Sanj, what
Yeah.
the first thing that we have to say is obviously Oreo's tail, which just in case people don't know about this cigar, here you go.
There you
And
go.
There it is. That is basically Sanj's dog.
Yes.
What's amazing about this cigar is that it comes, I love it. He calls the breed Malshi. So Malshi is a hybrid, right? Part Maltese, part Shih Tzu.
Yes.
Okay. So, and then he's got color Maduro. Then he's got, and Connecticut. So you've got a Connecticut and Maduro, but then he sent us a little special package. And we're like, what is this, Sanj? And during the pre-sale, like, Bob is like, I don't know. What the fuck are you sending us? What is this?
I thought you were sending us the cheap cigars with no band on them, you know?
Why are you flickering? Your screen is flickering.
Oh, my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's because you're blinking a lot.
You're blinking. I don't know. My screen, I
No,
don't
we have
see
no
it
problem
flickering here.
No?
Yeah.
Really?
You are. Yeah. You
Yeah.
are.
We were. Are
Did you
we
change
now?
You changed your internet, right?
I didn't change my internet. Why should I change
No,
my internet? It's
the
like
router.
changing your underwear. You only do it once.
Did
in
Yeah.
a week.
you inside out, right?
Yes.
So you're good right now.
We're good,
Good.
right? Okay. Maybe, who knows?
It's all right. It looked like fucking somebody's got Alzheimer's, you know?
Sanj, you can't see anyway. Why are you telling me it was flickering?
Well,
Maybe
the flickering. I can see something's flickering on my left side top corner.
Oh, because it's this fucking thing.
Oh.
Might be flickering. Bob, Bob's head flickers too.
That's all right.
You know, we pre-record this on 8mm film, and that's what you're seeing.
I see. Beautiful.
So tell us a little bit about when you decided to do Oreo's tail. What was the reason for doing it, and then the success once it was put out?
So, as everyone knows, that I do a lot of stuff for veterans, first responders, and stuff like that. So there is a group out of Ohio called Ohio Cigar Mafia, and majority of those guys are veterans. And one day I was in their blog, and we were just talking about it. Somebody said, gentleman named Brian, his handle is Wolfie, and we were just talking about it. He says, you do a lot of stuff, a lot of good projects for a lot of charities and things. And he says, it's a shame that, no one does anything for service dogs. And I'm like, what do you mean? And, I learned a lot, right? So, they're like, yeah, when the service dogs come home, some soldiers could take them home. Some can't take them with them for whatever their personal reasons are. So I said, oh, wow. So, they were explaining to me, they go to special place. They got to get trained to go into a home, and it was like a long thing. And I said, you know what? That's nothing. I said, give me 2 months. And I said, we'll come out with something. And, that's what it was. So, somebody gives me an idea. My brain works, right?
Right.
So, I came out with something that night. I had the whole labeling, packaging done. So I said, what's better? I said, we make it look like, when people post it when their log's gone, dog is lost, and they make those little posters.
The milk
Right.
box.
Right. So that's exactly what we did. And then I said, no, let's do special cigars. So we decided to do 20,000 cigars, you know? So the funny part about it is, if you see the breed is Melcy, so that's actually my dog's breed. And then, color, Maduro and Connecticut, get it? Like we try to do that Oreo type of stuff, right?
Black and white.
And then we made 10 packs. So if you open that 10 pack, there's 5 Maduros and 5 Connecticut. So then I said, this, if you do it for benefit, let's benefit everyone. So it benefited the dog, the consumer who purchased it, and it's a phenomenal smoke, right? I said, people who buy it, if they buy 2 packs, which is 2 units, 2 10 packs, we're gonna give them 5 Habanos for free. So now you got 25 cigars for $140. That comes out to $5.60 a cigar.
Crazy.
Unbelievable.
So everybody wins, right?
Yes.
And then, when the cigars came in, me, Mario, Angel, Mina, everybody worked until like 3:30 in the morning. All those labels, we put it on ourselves.
Right.
Right. So, I wanted to have something very personal with that. So we worked on it. That Monday we went on live, on ours live. Yep. At shouldismokethis.com, and we announced a pre-order. So people bought a whole bunch of them. Very first day, almost 500 bundles were sold, right? And then people who bought that stuff, they got it next day and they smoked the cigar, and all of a sudden the cigar, they loved it. People ordering more and more. In 3 days, we sold everything out.
Wow.
Wow. That's amazing. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, and then on that Friday, next Monday, so a week from when we received the cigar, we went on live. We go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5. And I said, you know what? We figured it out, what we made, and we donated live. So, the biggest thing that we donated is the, what's that? It'll come to me. I can't fucking think of it, but it's a dog something, and they're based out of Florida.
Okay.
Right. So we donated. Originally started from that, and then we donated to. We came to know there is a. It's called Canine Valor. So that actually, I learned a second lesson with that. Right. So this gentleman who's our friend on social media, he's a canine guy, and he says, if you guys, and I announced it, I said, anybody knows that proper place where the money will go to, benefit any, service dog or anything. So it's like, yeah, hey, we need this, and then if you could help us, I say, of course. So he sends me this site, right? So we go on this site, and all I see is fucking Narcan things, and I'm like, I called them up. I said, dude, I think you gave me a wrong site, because this is all for fucking junkies, right? I said, I'm not buying no fucking junkie, no Narcan, So they're like, no. So he educated me. He said, look, a person gets OD, government gives them the free Narcan. But if you're a dog handler at the police department, K9, then it comes out of their pocket, because when dogs sniff, I never thought of it, right? That when they're sniffing stuff, they could get OD, so they need Narcan kits for dog as well. But that Narcan, the handler has to pay for it. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay, so we bought like 5 years worth of Narcan kits for the dogs, and that goes all over. It's not just one location. So, we distributed all the money, and then Cigar Rats, John was here, and I gave him a whole bunch. I said, raffle this shit off. Whatever you collect, donate it to charity. So we did like tons of stuff. And, we raised a lot of money. And, we just, right on live, we donated every single penny.
Wow. That's the Southeastern Guide Dogs, right?
From Southeastern Guide Dogs, right.
Yep.
But you're right. Nobody thinks about that. These dogs are smelling this stuff, and
they can basically become addicted. They become
not only
addicts.
addicted, they could die.
So, I'm saying, I mean, look how fucked up this country is, right?
Yep.
You have a junkie that you get Narcan for free, but here's a service dog that you have to pay for it. Go figure that out.
You can't figure out stupidity at its best. You can't fix stupid.
Really.
No, you can't
Terrible.
fix
Yeah, it's
stupid.
like
Terrible.
I always say, if you're illegal, you get everything. If you're veteran, you're fucking homeless.
What I understand
Yeah.
is all these busts and all this money and all the stuff they grab. Why don't they utilize what they grab and use it for their own area, for the dogs in particular, for vests? I believe, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken, police have to.
Yeah.
You guys
They-
know that? You have. What the
Yeah,
hell
they
is
have
that?
to
Why
buy
do
their
these
own-
guys who have
I
to
didn't know
have to
that.
spend their own money to protect the citizens? Why don't we just take all the junkies and all those criminals' money and utilize it and put it to use and give it
Yeah.
back to our first responders?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
something I just don't
But what you're
understand.
saying there, Ronnie, under RICO, what happens with that? When they take possession of all this stuff, what happens with all that?
Politician pockets, Bob. Okay,
Well,
that's what I think.
know that, but I'm just saying that's the money that should be going to these things. I mean, a vest is part of the uniform,
Sure.
so why
Yeah,
would
Well, they
they
don't
gotta pay
consider
for
it
it.
that
Well,
way,
it should be because
be.
it's part of the uniform. You're wearing it every day.
especially when they're saying, "Please put on your vest." I
Yeah,
mean,
really.
So,
Oh,
but
well,
they gave
that's
him
another story.
They gave him a camera
A camera, yes,
that you
yes,
must wear.
Yeah.
yeah, so you can see the bullet coming at you.
Yeah, yeah. Which makes no sense at all. At all.
Well,
There's-
you know what? I mean, Frank, I'm going to disagree only for the fact that I think the cops do need that camera now because
I
of the
think so now,
craziness
yes.
that these people, how they are attacking the police. And
True.
how come the police are always the bad guys? You know, every issue, the police is the bad guys. That's
Yeah.
why they no more police, defund the police, this and that. You look at those cameras, you're going to see them from the beginning and the entire show, not what they just want to show you or cut out and to save the
Somebody,
criminals' activity.
somebody who
No,
is
man,
there
I'm
on
with the
social
camera. I
media.
think they need it.
I
Today
can
more
answer
than
that
ever.
one word: media.
Well, yeah, because
There you
it's
go.
all it's all propaganda on certain levels too.
Mhm.
So if
The
you want
media will twist everything around.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Well, the good thing is they can't twist Sanj around.
No,
That's one thing the media can't do.
no, no, no.
They
Because-
can't.
Well, that's
Because
just the
he
media.
controls Sanj controls the media because he controls what he says and it goes out there. And one thing about Sanj is he's never going to say something that he doesn't mean.
No.
Yeah.
Not just the First Amendment.
Sanj is the First Amendment. If you wanna- they're going to rename the First Amendment to the Sanj Amendment.
It's not freedom of speech.
It's
freedom of
Sanj.
Sanj.
That's it. No, it's true. I mean, that's why you're so refreshing, Sanj, because
Thank you.
when we look at social media today and how it's changed the landscape of even just cigar smoking, right? I mean,
Yeah,
back in the early days, what did we do? The only place that we got our cigar information was when Cigar Aficionado was the first ones to
Right.
ever to talk
90s.
about it.
Right.
That was it. That was the only,
Right.
and now
Or word of mouth. Back
or
then.
word of mouth. That's it.
You got to know people who smoked, and then you went with their recommendations
Right.
or their kind of, nursing you along, shall we say,
Right.
Sanj, I know you can't really see the screen too much, but a lot of people who are making comments to you, and our good friend Vic Shaw says, Sanj, you're a good guy. Keep up the good work, brother. And
Yep.
Vic is he owns the biggest humidor in Chicagoland, a Superman himself, a guy that does first responders like there's no tomorrow out this way. So I just want to let him know. But again, Frank, you might, if you see pop it up so he can highlight it, because
I put it up already, Ron. You missed it.
I'm just saying others. I saw
Oh yeah,
that.
I will. Yeah, for sure.
But you got a lot of good people talking about you, brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
always. That's the one thing about Sanj is that people are always going to say good things.
Yeah.
Because when they go to a shop, and I'm trying to cut and paste this, and the one thing that I hate about, I'm not a MS-DOS, Microsoft computer guy. I'm a Mac guy, Sanj. So
Mm.
I want to be able to cut and paste things easily, but now I got to do this in a different way. So I'm going to go here. I wanted to post this because I think it's important to read some of these comments.
Yeah, our YouTube crowd's on there. Texas is on.
We've got a bunch.
Hugo Smokes is on. You got a lot of people over on YouTube also chiming in, and we a bunch of people on Rumble tonight.
Yep. So this is a comment from somebody. I went, and as we introduced the show, I was talking about before the show, I wanted to go and just read some of the reviews from Google reviews from people, from just everyday people who visit Sanj's shop. And I think it's important to show what people are saying about Sanj's shop. So Danielle Fresco said, Sanj's Smoke Shop is like visiting your favorite family member's home. Everyone comes together and breaks bread together. The shop offers exclusive products as well as some of your favorite picks. The owner is truly a great person to do business with, as well as just stopping in to say hi. If you haven't visited yet, make it a point to do so. I mean, again, these are the types of things that I love to read about with Sanj, and knowing that it's so personal to him when you go there. He does make everyone feel like they're a family member. And I think that that's something, Sanj, that is unique.
Well, he's done it with us. I changed my name to Patel, by the way. I don't know if you know.
At least you kept
Then
the
you
first
get
initial,
nothing.
Bob.
Then you get nothing.
No, then you know what, Sanj? Tell him then he can run one of the hotel businesses.
Then he can't get nothing.
Oh, that's great
But
stuff. Great
Sanj,
stuff.
I mean, for some people who don't know how you started and why you started the cigar business, tell us a little bit about your story, about what it took for you to then say, hey, this is something that I want to take on as a business.
So, well, first of all, this was not by my choice, right? So I think last time I was on your blog, I discussed this and I mentioned it. So when I was young, we're Indian, so we had a lot of family businesses. So we had two cigar shops. One was in this town, Bloomfield, but at the other end, that was called Wooden Indian Tobacco. And one we had in Elizabeth, New Jersey, on Broad Street by the courthouse, that was called International Tobacco. So at a very young age, we had to work in our family shops. And, back home, we also involved with the tobacco business and, BDs and pure nicotine and things like that. And, 1984, 85, 86, 87, 88, I was actually an assigned model for Benetton. Remember the Benetton back in the days? Yes. So if you go back to the old posters, you're going to see me on it. And if you find the old clippings, you're going to see me on it. And then,
I'm going to find those clippings, Sanj.
Yes. And then, at a very young age, I got into, racing and stuff. I got into my first car. My first car was a Corvette, 77 Corvette. And then I just fell in love with the cars. So I started collecting. I had 9 Corvettes. Then I got into Ferraris. And, I'm a certified Franza Ferrari race car driver.
Wow. And
then I had a near-death car accident. I wrecked my 1969 Candy Apple Red Corvette doing 140, 150 miles an hour. Wow. And I got ejected out. So I was in coma for 4 days. I had amnesia for 6 months. I ate through my stomach. I ate through my neck. That's why a lot of times they ask me why I only wear state police hat. So there is a reason. Because I have a rod that goes from my nose to my skull. I have metal plates. My whole left side's artificial. My shoulders, so a lot of stuff I can't do even today. But officially, I'm disabled, but I refuse to take that title. So I said, fuck it. So, when I had, right before the accident happened, this building that I'm sitting in now, on my 19th birthday, I bought this building as a birthday present to myself. And then I got into a car accident. Took me almost 2.5, 3 years to learn how to walk again. I didn't want to take the title as disabled. And then luck would have it, the fucking guy who was renting from me, Dennis, there was a shop called Essex Doors and Window. He had a small office in the front. Back here was a 2-bedroom apartment. Upstairs was 2 apartments. So I was used to live in one, when I was single. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. In 1992, I started manufacturing cigars. And at the same token, I had a shop downstairs, right? So I would live upstairs, work downstairs. And then, 1997, when the boom was coming, I went strictly with boutique cigars at that time.
Right.
And, rest is history. And then this is how I came into cigar business. But at very young age, I worked in tobacco, I knew tobacco. So I says, this is what I'm going to do.
Right.
Oh.
So now when you started, since you knew a little bit about tobacco, obviously it's different from going from that to actually producing your own cigar and manufacturing your own cigar. How did your relationship with Eladio Diaz, how did that start? And you then blending cigars and working with him in order to create some of the what I'll call the industry killers and the cigars that you're making today.
So originally, my first SP Red and SP Black was made out of Costa Rica by cigar maker named Don Douglas.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yep.
So then, because, and then the tax structure was very different. So we went to work with UST cigars, Bent Arm and Dixon, who is a president of the company. Bent Arm was a master blender. So UST at the time owned Don Tomas, Helix, Astrals. So if you look at the Astral Talanga, it came in a banana leaf wrapper with just a string tied to it.
Yes.
That is actually, it was actually the Bent Arm, who's still alive in DR, who blended that cigar, Talanga SP Red. We were the first country we had Honduras Talanga wrapper on our cigars. So,
wow.
And then he loved this so much. He said, hey, can we use it? So Astral Talanga is actually my blend. Even if you find the old one, if you see, it's a 6x52 pigtail close foot. So that was actually our blend. And then I said, back in the day, it was nothing like today, Right. There was no hate, no jealousy, no nothing. Everybody was happy. And I'm like, yeah, of course, you could use it. And that's how that happened. And then when they sold it to U.S. Thomas Hine of Canada, so we were in the same situation again. That with the Costa Rica with the high taxes and stuff. So Thomas Hine went to Canada, and I said we can't work with it. So there was a gentleman. Actually, he has a shop in New Orleans, right? So I hook up with Juan. He spoke broken English. I knew him from the yard. I said, look, I'm in trouble. I have this phenomenal cigars. It's doing very well. And I have no one to make it. So he's like, let's try it. So we actually made that cigar. So for almost 4 years, Juan was making that cigar. Okay. So the factory was called Don Leon CA Cigar Factory. That was owned by myself and Juan. Gotcha. Which is today, that same factory, which is today, is known as PDR, Abe's Factory.
Oh, so that's PDR. Wow.
Yeah. So when Juan and I were making our SPs, black and red, Abe came into picture. I have issues, not with anybody, with myself. I have 3 issues: morals, ethics, and principle.
Right.
So certain things we couldn't agree. So I said, hey, it's best I go my way. So then I went to Guillermo Leon, Jose Blanco at the time. So I called Jose and I said, Jose, what can we do? And he goes, just come, let's do something. So they were making, La Aurora was making my cigar for a very long time.
Ah.
Before anybody, I remember Emmanuel was just a young man, a young guy at the time. And, we were making, so we were also one of the first guys were part of Pro Cigars. Whoa. So if you look at all my old SPs and, anything we produced had that Pro Cigar sticker on it.
Gotcha.
First hologram sticker that the Dominicans started using was, so we were part of Pro Cigars back in the day, because back in the day, Pro Cigars started as a family thing. Today, it's just fucking, I don't know what extreme they took it to, right? So we're not even part of it. So then, 2008, 2009, a lot of things were changing, boom was coming up. And then my thing was always was construction and quality. Palate,
Right.
your flavor profile is not my responsibility. My responsibility is the construction of the cigar and the old tobacco and for the best right price, right? So
Right.
then we stopped. I said, I can't do it. So, look, in 98, 2008, 2009, we decided to take the product off the market. I could have continued because the way consumer was educated in this field, they would have never known the difference. But I knew. So I said, I can't do that. So we respectfully took it out. And then it got to a point that it was just like, anything, as 98, 99, 2000.
Oh yeah.
You see, if you wrap the cigars in the shit and you had a fancy box, you became a brand owner.
Right. No, you're right.
And
It
that-
was a big boom, and then there was
Yeah.
the bust, though. There was a bust.
Right.
know,
And right. And a lot of companies that when I was manufacturing cigars, they didn't even have any of these cigars.
Right.
So, so we continued doing it, and then I said I didn't want to make it because it's hard work, especially with my health and stuff. I didn't want to do it. But I was on about 8-9 years ago. I was on a blog TLE podcast, and I've been on a lot of blogs and podcasts as a guest, and so many people were asking simple questions. He said, "How come these prices are going up?" And I simply said, "It's a manufacturer's greed."
Right.
And they're like, "What?" And I says, 100% manufacturer's greed. And right there and then, I'm one of those guys. I do stuff spontaneous. If I plan, it fails. I don't, I told my wife and kids we're gonna go on a long vacation for last 6 years. Never happened. So
You just got to buy the ticket and go.
that's exactly what we're doing this year,
There you go.
right? And in between, they'll take small vacation. But anyway, so I says I can't be in it. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I said, I'm gonna come out with cigars. I'm gonna re-revise all my old cigars. I'm gonna call it Project Kill the Industry. And the industry killer that you guys smoke,
Yep.
that was out in 1997. 1997, that cigar was $6. Today is $6.
Wow.
You look at the construction of that cigar. You look at that Oreo Tel's construction.
It's
It's
beautiful.
triple cap.
Yep.
It's triple cap.
Yep.
Big tail.
Yeah,
right?
with the big tail,
And-
foot.
Yes.
Cuban
Close foot.
that is the traditional
Yes.
way a cigar is manufactured.
Mhm.
That is the way. Yeah.
Frank, bring your voice up a little bit. You're kind of hard to hear, buddy.
I don't know. Maybe I'll
Really?
bring that boy. I don't know. I'm hard to hear. Maybe you got to get your ears waxed. Taking
Wax?
Yeah.
No,
So
it's full of wax.
we came out with it. We re-revised all. The only thing is different now in the SP Red and Black. Before we used to use the same identical band like Cohiba,
right.
and where it says Cohiba, used to say SP Red in black. SP Red. I mean, SP Red was in red and SP Black was in black writing. Same size, same everything, same price since 1992 to today. So, of course, you're going to find smartasses, right? So guys said, "Hey, how is this possible?" And I said, "Very easy, very simple." I said, 1992, when I sold you $12 cigar, I made $4.80 on that cigar. I said, today we make 41 cents. That's the difference.
Yeah, you're not making as much as
Wow.
you were making
But-
then.
Oh,
But here, we're only producing 250,000 cigars per size annually. All the other companies are doing millions and millions, so they could afford to do it,
Right. Right.
right? So I mean,
volume.
Yeah. I mean, and
So no one in this industry can tell me that they do it for greed. I mean, they don't do it for greed. They love it. They do it for love. No one. I prove every single one wrong.
well,
You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
It's all business.
it is. And
You know?
do you think now, though, Sanj? I'm sure because you're seeing the cost of tobacco increasing, and also the availability of certain tobacco is diminishing. So, do you think that that's one of the reasons why that they're saying that that shortage is adding to the cost?
That is, first of all, that is the biggest lie in the industry.
There you go.
Find me one farmer that closed their farm and built, did construction. built multi condos, right?
Right.
Same farmers are doing. This is again, it's a greed. Now, here's the thing: how stupid people, like they contradict themselves. If a company tells you, "Oh, we have to raise our prices because tobacco shortage and this and that," but then why the fuck would you come out with 8 different cigars? Where's that tobacco coming from?
Exactly. Why would there be a shortage of tobacco all of a sudden? That's
But
bullshit.
that's the thing. Look, the way prices goes up right now. I'm going to give you an example, and this bothers me, right? And I always blame 75-80% of the blame. Consumer has to take this blame, whether they like it or not. But I'm going to say it, and I say it to my customers here. Here you go, perfect example. Ashton raises the price in January. So Ashton ESG in January, in December, MSRP was $19. Okay? Robusto. Hold on. So January, they go up. MSRP is $24.01.
What?
Okay? So $4, they go up. Hold on.
Wow.
Just last month, that same fucking cigar now is $28.25 MSRP.
So that's
No.
before we even start to worry about the tax from the state and the government.
We
tax.
don't charge tax. We absorb 30% tax.
Unbelievable.
So for 33 years, that's exactly what we have done. So if you look at a half wheel and you look at their prices, that's the same exact price we have it for. You look at Cigar Aficionado's pricing, that's the same exact price we have it for.
Wow.
Now, hey, listen, I always tell it's a very simple theory, right? If you go somewhere, you move into a new neighborhood and there's a drug dealer on that corner, you all know that that's a piece of shit for doing what he's doing to community, right? But at the same token, we know that he's a piece of shit. But if you or someone goes out and supports that person and buys shit from it, you also a piece of shit.
That is true, because they couldn't. Hey, listen, if people stopped buying those, guess what? They'd have to either lower the price and be more realistic or go out of business. I mean, that would be their choice, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you are correct with that. Is a lot of folks in the industry price gouge.
Everyone. Now look, I'm gonna blow your fucking mind, right? So the $6 cigar, people say, why did you name Industry Killer? I said I did not name it. It just happened. We had a project, it could kill the industry, and somebody says, I say, this is the Industry Killer, and it's stuff. And it fits perfect. It is, and if you go look at any private social media review, guys, it's rated #1, #2 cigar compared to $30, $40, $50 cigars, right? That is $6 cigar. Now, here's the thing: the cigar that you guys smoking, the Oreo style, it's $5.60 a cigar.
Unbelievable, really.
Wow.
I mean, truly unbelievable.
Now,
volume says it all.
I'm sorry.
I said your volume says it all.
But listen, when that happens, when you providing good stuff at the very good price. So if you Don Douglas, when I first met him, he says, "Kid, what do you want?" And I said, "I want a $15 cigar that I could sell it for $8." That was exactly my words, and that's where that SP 1014 Red Robusto is at $8.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And that's the thing. And I think that's one of the main reasons that you've become so popular is that you were able to take a cigar, manufacture it at very high quality, and provide it at a very reasonable cost to people so that they don't wind up going poor.
Look, here's the thing. So getting back to your original answer to how did we end up working with Eladio? Well, Eladio and I are friends for over 25 years.
Gotcha.
And, one day, I mean, he doesn't speak English. So one day we had a phone call and I said, I have this plan. What do you think? And he goes, come. So we went to DR. We went to his house. We had a meeting. I explained to him exactly what he wants. He got up. He gave me a hug. He said, You're the kid I want to work with. And I said, look, this is what I want. This is what we're going to do. And this is how we're going to sell it. And he said, look, I'm going to make you something. We're going to blend something. So 4 days back and forth, going to factory, smoking this, trying this. And he wanted to give me, so the SP Black, what most people don't know about it, it has 7 tobacco. One of the 3 cigars in the market today has 7 tobacco. So the first tobacco, 7 tobacco, which is the Davidoff Oro Blanco, which is $600 cigar now.
Wow.
That's also that's also blended by Eladio Diaz. Fuente, when the father, God rest the man's soul, gentlemen, when the father was live, they used to make this cigar called Perfection, Christmas time only. And I remember we used to deal with them back in the day. It was like $160 MSRP. That has 7 tobacco.
Wow.
Now, our Black has 7 tobacco. It's $9, $10, $11, and $12 MSRP.
Amazing.
Made by Eladio Diaz. First cigar, as soon as he get, I shouldn't say, I'm not going to say it, but before the end, we already had started this project.
Right.
And then when the end came, then they had, non-compete for, I think, like 6-7 months. And, but all that time we had everything ready.
Gotcha.
And then when it came out, boom, we hit it. Cigars were aged for about a year, and then we came out with it. And that's my goal. Now look, and I always listen to people. So that's how that Oreo project started, just simple curiosity. And I didn't know, and I said, fuck it, we're gonna do it. So, it's a new project that we're doing. This is gonna blow your fucking mind, right?
Yep.
So here's the thing. So you know how all these people are coming out with Zodiac signs, right?
Oh, yeah.
Zodiac calendar, 40,
Yeah.
50, 60, $70 cigars.
Yep.
Okay. Well, guess what? We're introducing this October cigars called Zodiac Killer. Get it? Industry killer, Zodiac Killer.
There you go. What a great play on words, son. Fantastic.
Hold on. But I'm going to show you. It's a Perfecto, double Perfecto.
Oh, look at that.
You're the first people to see it on your live.
Wow.
So I'm going to
Exclusive.
open it. Yeah. So I'm going to open it.
And
And
this
then,
is going to be the Zodiac Killer right here. First
yeah.
time.
So,
seeing live.
yes. So look, this is a six by, where's my camera? Oh,
There you
6 by 54.
Ooh, look
right?
at that. Beautiful.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So this is 6 by 54,
Yep.
right? We're putting a red band here with the gold face,
Yep.
boxes, 12 count boxes, all the zodiac signs, and then our face, which is this face, right?
Yes. Yes. And you're going to
Yes,
have that.
it's going to look like it's going to stomp on those, and the bottom says Zodiac Killer.
Wow.
Six and a half by 56 Perfecto. Okay.
Yep. I love that. It's got the little rope. And I like the fact that the rope is just down one side. It almost looks like a firecracker, Sanj.
Yeah, like
Yes,
a fuse.
But,
Like a
but
fuse.
hold on, there is a method to the madness.
Mm.
So the way we're gonna pack it is 3 Maduros, 3
Uh-huh.
Connecticut's, 3 Habano, and 3 Cameroon. 12 cigar box, $132.
Whoa.
Wow.
Mm.
When is this? October?
Yeah, we're gonna do it because October 10/14 is my birthday, and we're gonna call it Zodiac Killer. Wait until you see the box.
Oh, I can't wait. That's going to be
awesome.
beautiful. Wow.
Yeah,
That's-
looks
that's-
amazing.
That's $11 a cigar. Look, no squeeze, no nothing.
Beautiful.
Every single cigar draw tested, everything.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Now that
Like everyone, like Richard said, can't wait. You're right, Richard. We can't wait. It's a beautiful looking cigar indeed. Wow.
Yeah.
yes.
Great idea,
Well,
Sanj. I mean, that is really a
September,
great
right,
idea.
In September.
So-
so when you're thinking about this, so when you thought of that, you were like, okay, all of these people are producing these Zodiac sign cigars, and they're producing them and selling them for high dollars. You know, they're not
ridiculous dollars.
ridiculous amounts of money.
It's more than $11. Let's put it that way.
Let's put it that way. It's more than $11. So in your mind, are you already thinking, you know what? There's an opportunity for me here.
No.
How did it happen?
So this is how it started. So there is a big podcast. It's called New Wave. So there's it's part of Cigar Hound Dog, Vintage Cigars, Master Your Ash, Cigar Alchemist, and Pick DJ Jim. So they all review guys, and they were on a live one day. And I wasn't on a live. I was just watching live. Yeah. And somebody said Sanj needs to come out with this because they said we all tired of this fucking Zodiac, calendar stuff. And it's $30, $40, $50, $60 cigars, and cigars not even good. And then they're like, Sanj needs to come out with something because if anybody could get it and anybody could get it done, it's Sanj. And I'm listening to this. Right. And I said, you know what? So I said, hold on, send me a link. So they sent me a link. I joined right there. I said, what's going on? And they're like, yeah, this Zodiac. I said, fuck it. I'm going to come out with, I said it just like that. I said, I'm going to come out with a cigar called Zodiac Killer. And we're going to make it go out. And they're like, first question, you're going to put a band on it? I said, absolutely right. High-end, gloss, red Chinese box with the gold. Everything is red and gold, traditional Chinese colors. Right. And the cigar is going to be $11. So 12 cigars for $132, 3 Maduro, 3 Connecticut, 3 Habano, and all same size.
Beautiful, man. Can't wait.
Beautiful.
Wow. October can't come fast enough.
I know.
So, that project started, and then, we're doing another project. So this is to me, I look stupid, but I'm very creative.
Listen, Sanj, there's nothing stupid about you, first of all. Don't say that.
So I come up, listen, after all, they say you could learn a lot from a dummy. You know what I mean?
Why don't we do this? We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come, we're going to talk about your next line, which I know is an extension. So when we come back, right after these words from our sponsor.
You got it.
All righty.
At Norwood Royal Cigars, we have the biggest walk-in humidor in the Midwest. Our 1,500 square foot humidor is home to almost 4,000 different cigars that will meet the need of any cigar enthusiast. We have boutique blends to the more traditional selections and everything in between. From the novice beginner to the aficionado, the knowledgeable staff at NRC will find the perfect cigar for you. Located on the northwest side of Chicago, we want to be your shop for all your cigar wants and needs. As always, at Norwood Royal Cigars, light it, smoke it, love it.
Experience the magic of Rockefeller Cigars today. With 11 years steeped in tradition, passion, and mystery of the leaf, Rockefeller has a cigar just for you. Be like the greatest magicians and make Rockefeller Cigars appear in your lineup with any of our 4 lines. The Nicaraguan, the Dominican Blue, the Vintage Gold, and our new LE, The Art of Magic.
Cigar in the Bottle is 2 palate-pleasing gifts in one. A specially blended Grand Palmier XS VSOP Cognac is elegantly contained in patented, numbered bottles. Winner of back-to-back-to-back-to-back medals at the LA Spirits Awards, Cigar in the Bottle inventor Forbidden Johnny teams up with Vartan and Hendrik Kellner for this custom-blended Vartan Reserva cigar, well-preserved in a hand-blown glass chamber featuring Boveda two-way humidification.
All begins at the very first climate-controlled Rodriguez Olivan cigar factory located in the Dominican Republic. Our two major brands include Don Olivan, which are boutique cigars suited for that individual who takes great pride in something unique. BAMF is our armed forces cigars designed for that badass mother effer. Not only are you smoking a great premium cigar, a percentage of the proceeds is donated to our heroic men and women in uniform.
And we are back, folks. I just wanted to read one more another review from Google review before Sanj goes in. I know Sanj probably is like, why has he got to show this? Because I think it just tells the story, really. So Vincent Jones, he said, my fiance and I went to Sanj's yesterday, and it was definitely one of the best cigar experiences I've ever had. The hospitality was first class, and Sanj sat with us and talked to us for hours. We drove 2 hours to check out his store, and we were so glad that we did. I'm a cigar industry guy, and he's definitely one of the most knowledgeable people that I've ever met. His house blends are so very well constructed and tasty and priced right. We will definitely go back, and I suggest everyone do so. So these are the types of reviews that you'll see when you go on to in Google.
And that's somebody driving 2 hours just to go.
Exactly.
But you guys also have to say there is 1 or 2 reviews. So this is the fucked up as shit, right? And that's, Mike Tyson said the best, right? Social media made everybody tough guy, right? So, there was a gentleman comes. So COVID time, we couldn't open. I didn't want to open. Believe me, it's the best thing happened to me. I wish COVID happens again without people losing their lives, right? Just like that scare shit. You don't. So I took off first time in my life 4.5 months, and that was the best thing happened to me. So one day I'm here in my town. You weren't allowed to open shops, right? So we posted all up. Closed due to COVID, be safe, this and that, all kind of shit, right? So I come in one day to check all the humidification system, temperature. So as the owner, as long as you're not open for business, you are allowed to come in. And then, I would sit in my back lounge, smoke a cigar. If somebody I knew would come in, I open the door. Nobody's busting my balls, right? So a guy walks in one day. That day, and he's knocking on a thing, and I'm like, can I help you? And he said, look, me and my friend here want to sit down and smoke. Everything's closed. I said, we're closed too. I said, but you can't have anything inside, right? So if you want, you could go sit outside. It was summertime. I have a beautiful patio outside. There's furniture there. Everything's there, right? So I walk him out. I give him a cigar. I said, look, I don't even want to open the fucking register. Just take a cigar. I remember I gave him the other man who was with him. I remember I gave him Perdomo 10th anniversary, and the other guy took a cigar. It was an Underground Shade. Okay. So I said, go sit in the back and all that. Now, the fucked up thing happened was 2 hours later, they leave. Everything's fine. I'm still in the shop. 15 minutes later, guy writes a review. Now, if you read that review, it contradicts himself. He goes, yeah, we visited the shop and he was closed, but he opened and, he wouldn't let us sit in his private lounge. He made us sit outside. Guess what? That outside lounge is also for members only. That is not a fucking street mode just coming in and fucking, So he rated 1 star. So I said, okay, so I'm a gentleman. I said, hey, that's your experience. You're not paying my bills. So it means nothing to me. So I still, respond like every review. Now, if you look at anywhere I respond, if somebody smokes my cigars, I said, thank you very much. Enjoy. I give them praying hands. Mm-hmm. If it's a female, I said, thank you very much. Enjoy. I give them a heart and a praying hands. It does not go any further than that.
Right.
So every review that I responded in the same manner as these people, everybody else, good, bad, or the ugly. So then my people, like, who been here, they have personal experience with them, they ripped this guy a new ass. And that's almost like 280 comments, just telling this guy. So I didn't even have to say anything, right? And people are fucked up. I mean, you bend backwards for them. Yeah, you can't sit inside. That was the ordinance. He says, "Why are you inside?" I said, "I'm the owner. I'm allowed to be inside."
Wow. Wow.
So he felt insulted that I took him outside. I put him outside, which has beautiful, gorgeous furniture. Everything's done beautifully. But
You can't
people are fucked up.
And free cigars to boot.
And that's the thing. I mean, I can't believe that somebody would do that. But like you said,
But you
people
got
are fucked up.
assholes all over.
Exactly.
I love them. I mean, look, it's okay.
Exactly. Hey, you didn't have to defend yourself. That's the beauty.
Not at all. People did.
That's all. And hopefully, after he read all those beautiful attacks that on him, maybe he came to his senses. But some people are just so messed up. You can't fix shamo. Like in Italian saying, shamo is shamo.
Yeah,
That's a shamo.
Yeah.
You can't fix
Stupid,
it.
Sanj. You just can't fix it. So tell us about, I know where you're going. So tell us about that other new project that you've been working on.
What's the name?
With the FFK?
No, the lady.
Oh, the Griselda Blanco. The
So here's the thing. So this is my assignment. So we were talking. They were watching some old movie. I don't watch TV. I don't even know how to start the fucking TV. So you see, these are all condoms.
I hope those
Is that all out of your wallet or what?
No. We bought 50,000 of these condoms.
You're the guy who's buying the magnums, huh?
No, hold on. Hey, I'm Indian. I'm hung like a light switch. So one night these guys were watching TV, right? And they're watching some documentary. So there was some Colombian drug lady, Griselda Blanco, her name was, and how she started. So now, here's the thing. So the concept we're doing is this cigar. So this is a 4.5 Perfecto, same concept as the Zodiac Killer, but it's 4.5 inch. Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
okay,
look at
yes.
that. There you go.
Okay. So this is going to retail for $6, and this is phenomenal tobacco.
But you're wrapping it in the condom.
Oh, you put him in the condom?
But hold the fuck a minute. So you remember, so this is like, shits and giggles, and I'm actually using, we're going to do same thing like we did Oreo 10-pack, but I'm putting the Griselda Blanco's actual mugshot on it.
Oh, wow.
You remember they had the girls, they would swallow cocaine, and that was called pepper. So this is the pepper. It's in a condom.
Oh my God!
Oh,
So remember, they would swallow this shit and then they shit it out.
Yes, and then that would be how they would smuggle drugs.
yeah, there was a mule.
Right. So this condom. So this is actually a surgical material. We did a lot of research. So we're gonna put it like this, and then we're gonna tie it, right?
Yeah.
And then look, we're gonna make it loom. When they swallow, that's what it would fall. And we're calling this cigar pepper because pepper means, the tablet, people.
Pipa, yeah, the pipa, right.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
Oh my God! I think
So
this
this
is
is
just
it.
for Orlando Perez, guys. This is his style.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So is that coming like a bundle of 4 or 5?
no, bundle of 10. Fuck it, we're selling legal drugs.
Wow.
I like one of our listeners, Sanj, Larry Frank, said you should call it the Protector.
No. Look, Peppa, the drug swallowing in a condom, it works perfect.
Oh,
So
man,
this
that's
is
fucking-
actually the material. It looks like condom, but this is all surgical grade. We're using all top quality stuff, right? Made in US. And this is, you see, this is
It's
when
a
they
3D
do
viral
vacuum
barrier.
3D scan on a female, they put that probe out inside, and that's what they doing.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
That is genius. I love
Unbelievable.
that. That is
That's-
genius.
That's
Oh,
great.
God.
That's great.
Yeah, so we're gonna do
Hilarious.
$60 a 10 count, and guess what we're doing with that? Ready?
Uh-oh.
All the veterans who suffer from what is that, PTSD, we're gonna give it to them.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow. That is fantastic.
Oh, man.
So now let me see. This is what Orlando says. Peppa reminds me of the group called Salt and Peppa. Now I know where Peppa came from.
Yeah, Peppa, actually, that's what they used to call. You know, when you swallow the drug, you know, they had a young girl working as a mule, and she
Right.
would swallow all this, you know, cocaine in a condom.
Right.
And that's what was called Peppa, and they used to put it in a string. So when you shit, you just pull everything right out.
Right.
So that's what we're doing, the whole concept in a string.
Oh, boy. Wow. Way.
Well, good thing you didn't use condoms that already had the germicide in them.
No, I mean, listen, it's a whole concept of condom, but, you know, we did a lot of research. You know, Joanne Cigar Dimple, follow her on Instagram. She's a nurse, and she helped me out. I called her, and I said, I need this. I have this thing. She's like, what are you looking to use? I said, I don't know right now. I just have a thing in my head. I need to put it together. So she came up. She bought me a whole bunch. So this is like real, you know, surgical, but this we don't need. This is the little thing. We could buy them in bulk, and they have is breathable, and, you know, doesn't have any oil, powder, nothing.
Or anything on them. That is fantastic. I love
Yeah,
it.
so we're gonna put a 10-pack instead of Oreo Switchel. That woman Griselda Blanco's picture on actually her mugshot. So mugshot is legal. It's a public record. No one can come out.
Anyway,
she's dead. I think
they already
yeah.
killed her.
Doesn't matter. Still, I mean, you know, you got to do the right thing. Have fun, but do the right thing, right?
Yeah. You know what? I got an idea for you, Sanj.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You know how you have those on the string? Why don't you have us wear those on Saturday?
This is not ready yet. This is.
I can see David Savona looking at us and kicking us right out of the place.
Yeah, so this is just the beginning. I just made the cigars as a, you know, I still have to go through the cigars. Innocent smoked the first cigar, Peppa. He fell in love with it. But, you know, he's Democrat. Anything free is automatically good.
Oh my God! Oh God! This has to take the cake, guys. I don't think we've ever experienced anything.
No,
like
I don't
this
think
before.
anybody's ever experienced anything like that. So you're gonna
Yeah,
take
so you know, I came to know it was very disturbing, right? That again, look, I'm an idiot when it comes to a lot of stuff, but I'm one of those guys. Like, if you give me something and I'm interested, I'm gonna haunt you. I need all the information. And then I didn't realize how so many of our soldiers come home and they actually get into this like deep depression type of stuff.
right.
And there's not enough for them. So, you know, look, you know, we went to war with this fucking drugs and shit. And I figure, hey, that's, you know, let's do this, you know, Griselda Blanco thing. And, you know, we make a fun Peppa, and money we would donate to, you know, you know, soldiers that who suffer some kind of stuff. So, you know, I know a lot of veterans. We're going to talk to them. So this is not going to be out. This is not going to be ready until like October, November.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know, you're the first guys that we're talking about. I mean, you know, my guys here knows what we're doing, but And just these cigars came in today. Literally, it came in about Innocent's the first one to smoke it. I haven't even smoked it yet.
There you
It's
go.
amazing.
Well, Innocent
is that
did tell
gonna
us
come
those
in-
are not his size. His is bigger. So he
Yeah.
he wanted to make sure we knew those are too small for him.
Oh,
Right?
It's
There
way
he
too
is.
small.
What's
So
up, man?
you used Innocence as
So
a gauge to go to 4.5.
Yeah. Well, that might listen. The little one. We may not. That's like fucking him swallowing tablet. Have you seen his fucking ass? Wait, he was supposed to come to Florida on Friday with Big Smoke. I said, I don't mind. I'll take you. But then we called them in, and they're like, you're gonna have to purchase 2 tickets for this fat fuck. 2 seats I have to purchase.
Oh my
For him because
God.
he picks up 2 chairs.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So now, Sanj, are we going to be able to come inside, or are they going to kick us out as soon as they see us?
No. I'm gonna send you today. I'm gonna send you my number, and I'll come get you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. This
I'm
way
gonna get you guys the rest. That's what we do.
otherwise, the people over at Cigar Aficionado, like I said, if they see us, they're going to be like, "You weren't invited." I go, "Well, I
Yeah,
know."
no.
Frank, if you wear
Listen.
those around your neck like a necklace, you're definitely
Yes.
not going to get.
No, they're great people. They're great people.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
good.
That's great.
Oh my God, I absolutely
That
love.
is
I love
fantastic.
that. What a great concept. Again,
Yeah, what am I saying?
You're unique.
yes.
No doubt about that.
And now, and you also have a line extension on your SP10s, right? You've got silver coming, right? So that's going to
Yeah.
be the next. So what is going to be different about silver?
So we have few lines coming. So first, Charisma's coming.
Oh, charisma.
SP 1014 Charisma. That is also blended by Eladio Diaz. That cigar. It's smoking straight out sugarcane.
Ooh.
Oh.
It just people who smoked it, they can't wait for it. But again, that's a limited production annually. It's not a limited cigar. It's a limited production.
But
So
it'll
we're
be-
going to make certain amount of numbers per year, and that's it. Then we have, my daughter's charity, Antra. So
Mhm.
Antra is the one that I do all the money. I mean, we didn't do it before, after COVID. This is the first time since COVID we're doing it. So Antra, 2004, I lost my first daughter to SIDS.
right.
So since then, we always make, cigars, and 100% money we donate to SIDS. So these boxes are designed beautifully with the SIDS colors on it. The bands have SIDS colors on it. It's very unique. Also, the most unique thing about it is there is no cigar company makes this particular size. And this particular size that I wanted, I said to Eladio, I need this size because it's one of my favorite cigar, which is Dom Perignon, Davidoff pre-embargo Dom Perignon. The size was called Lotiers, which is 7 by 43 Lancero. It's one of the hardest
To roll.
blend to blend, not to roll, to blend. The ratio between binder, filler, and wrapper, it took us almost 2.5, 3 years. But
Wow.
we loved it. So we're launching 2,500 boxes one time for this year, and it should be here within a month and a half, no more than that.
Okay.
But 70% of the boxes are already spoken for. So that cigar, it's $14 a cigar.
Uh-huh.
It's 7 by 43. Tobacco is very old, and 100% money we're going to give it to SIDS.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
awesome. Wow, that's fantastic.
Incredible.
Fantastic.
Incredible.
That's
And
beautiful.
then the silver that's coming out. Silver is something very old tobacco. And, I told a lot of people, if you don't like that vintage, I'm a vintage cigar smoker, right? So if you don't like that pungy, moldy, old, vintagey type of taste, don't buy my silver. You're going to waste your money. I mean, look, we're transparent, right? If I don't care if it's mine or somebody else's. If I could knock somebody else's shit, I could knock my own stuff. And that's the beautiful thing about me and our brand. We don't knock anybody else's brand. We just say whatever brand you think is the best to you, bring it. Be
Right.
honest with us and do the weight, do the quality of tobacco, the way it's rolled, and then you come to us and say, hey, this is still better, then I'm going to bow down to you. But you're just going to say, hey, this is a legacy brand, automatically it's good. Fuck that.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. And Larry Frank had a very good point. He said, you know what? A hard blend needs to go in the condom.
Hard.
Well, it's not a condom. It's not a condom. It's not a condom, but
No.
you know.
But he says you got to put a hard blend into the condom because, you know, that's
Yeah,
what.
yeah, I got it. But I mean, you know, look, it's a fun thing, fun project. I have a great time doing it. I don't mind losing sleep over. I can't get this idea. And to me, once something's in my head, I don't sleep.
That's it.
You know, I grab. If you come to my house, if you don't come here, there's boxes. I'm just drawing ideas and stuff, and that's all there's to it. I'm an idiot when it comes to stuff like that. I forget to eat, you know, because I want to. If you see the boxes that we design and stuff, I start drawing stuff on piece of paper, napkin. That's all there's to it.
Right. No, that's the only way to do it. That's the traditional way of doing it.
Yeah.
Son.
We got Ian Simpson says a new name called the Blue Pill Cigar.
Listen, if you look at the history of that cocaine lady, if you look at how they were transferring and what it is, it makes perfect sense.
It does. It does. Everybody's a comedian though, Sanj. Don't you know
Yeah,
that?
that's okay.
That's
you know,
you got to take it easy. Again, you got to roll with it. It's for fun. It's not nonsense.
Oh no, she was a vicious woman.
She was very vicious.
She was vicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, it's just for me, it's one of those fun projects. And look where the money's going, right?
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely.
And look,
absolutely.
everybody's going to benefit for it. $6-7 a cigar. You're going to get cigar that there is no fucking cigar in this market for $20, $30, $40. Compare it. Compare my shit. Just long as you're willing to be honest with it, bring any fucking cigar you want, anybody, and then say, hey, your shit is garbage. I'll respect you.
Right.
But that's just don't tell me because these are legacy brands. Legacy brands are one that's robbing people's ass because you're buying name, right? Then again, you know, look, my thing is pigeons eat together. Eagles fly by themselves. I'm solo.
Yeah,
savage.
correct.
Right. No, you're
So
right.
true. So true.
That's all it's doing. So people could hate you for all they want for doing the right thing. And we're not just talking, we're proving it, right? The proof is in the fucking pudding.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and Richard Beard has a very good point. He says the cigar community should be all about fun and helping others. And
yeah,
absolutely right about that because
that statement is right on.
Yeah, I mean that's what it should be. But Sanj says greed does play a role in the industry, just like it does in any industry. You know, and
you know, I always try to educate people, right? When this big fucking bullshit that these manufacturers give to, you know, consumer, we're one big family, we're this, that. No, but it's a fucking cutthroat business.
Right.
You know, they don't like you. If you're doing something right, they do not like you.
Right. They don't like
because you're out of the box.
Yeah, and
they want to keep you in the box.
Their profit. That's the way they're looking at it.
Here's the thing, right? And this is very interesting. So 2022, we decided to come out with our brand, revise our SP Red, right? And most people think that we just came out with cigars 2 years ago. No, we're in the business before 90% of these fucking people were in the business making cigars, right?
Right.
So here's the thing that most people think, right? And check it. When we decide to come out in the business, my 30th year anniversary of the shop, go on my Facebook page. Every manufacturer that we dealt with, okay? Congratulations on your 30 years. God bless you. You're doing the right thing. You know, we're one big family, this and that. Go back to year before, and it was all same shit. The minute we launched our cigars, January 7th, not a single fucking manufacturer said, hey, congratulations on your 31-year anniversary. Hey, congratulations on your 32nd year anniversary. Hey, congratulations on your 33rd year anniversary. What changed? Where's the family? If I'm your family, don't you want to be happy for me? I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you're selling their cigars as well. It's not like you don't sell everyone's cigars.
Right. But again, so that's one of the biggest bullshit in this industry. And me, listen, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're doing the right thing, I'm going to say, sir, you're doing a great job. You doing the wrong thing, I'm going to say, asshole, you fucked up. You fucking people. Nothing wrong with it.
Right? No.
Well, you're showing them up. That's the problem. You're showing them that you can put out that cigar for that crazy price, because now it is crazy.
It's almost
any
like
cigar under $10 now. That's a good cigar.
It's hard to find.
True.
It's like finding a needle.
If you look at, anybody's watching, they could Google YouTube at SP 1014 Cigars. So many independent review guys have rated as #1 over $30, $40, $50 legacy fucking brand cigars. Legacy brand today, go find me a weight. Take their total, my total. Take their Robusto, take my Robusto. Put it on the scale. It's fucking, you're not going to win. I'm telling you that.
Right.
Yeah, I believe
it. And that's all it's showing.
So we've been smoking your cigars that you have been sharing with us, and they're wonderful. So that's just the bottom line.
Even Lancero. Look, this is $7 Lancero. Look at the fucking burns on those.
Yeah,
$7 Cameroon.
Right. A $7 Cameroon, which is unheard of.
Yeah. Cameroon, the RS88 line comes with triple cap, close foot. It's $7 a toro retail. And we also urge our retail partners, so our cigars in 50 shops in the U.S. And we urge all of them not to price gouge in any of my product. I have taken cigars back. There was a shop in New York City, we verbally agreed, and this guy started fucking jacking up the prices. And I sent one of my guys with my card, and I said, buy every fucking thing he's got. Guy calls me 2 days, next day, I think. He said, hey, I need to place an order. I sold everything out. I said, we're not doing business. And he goes, why? I sold out. I don't have single cigar. I said, yeah, I bought everything back. Look at that credit card receipt. The name says Sanj Patel on it.
Look, I've been at it now for an hour and a half, folks. An hour and a half. Look what a smoke. And it just keeps going, and I've been talking away.
The red Robusto is $8 MSRP. Toro is $8.50. Lancero is $9. Go get any fucking Lancero 7x40. Go get any 652 Toro and get, 650 and get 552 Robusto. Put it on a fucking crackhead digital scale. Come back to me then. Every cigar of mine feels like piece of pipe. Poke a tiniest hole and you have a perfect draw. We weigh our cigars 5 times before it goes into the box. We bring in everything old school back. Where do you see $30, $40, $50 cigar today has triple cap?
No, that's true.
Well, this had the. All I did was take the little pigtail off of this, which is almost a
tiny little hole,
and the draw is phenomenal.
Right,
phenomenal.
It's we guarantee. Listen, all these legacy brands, if they feel who the fuck they are, why don't they guarantee their product? We guarantee it.
Yeah, I took the pig, right? What Bob said.
If you buy any of our product, and if you bought a box of any, and all our retail partners are, given this instruction. If anybody comes back, buys a box, and they smoke, I don't give a fuck if there's 24 cigar out of that box, 23 they smoke was perfect. They come back and say, hey, I had a plug in this cigar. Don't ask no questions. Give them a new box or return their money. Whatever needs to be done, we'll do it. Since 1992, we have 0 cigars come back.
Wow.
Amazing.
When can you do that? When you know what you're putting out. I'm not here to fool anybody.
No.
No, you have that Orioles tail, right?
Yeah.
Pull it out. Pull the Connecticut out. Pull it out of cello.
Let me get
you just smoked it.
I got he's got a 10-pack.
I got a 10-pack here. There you go.
I send everybody pack for all you $5.
I'll get mine next week.
Yeah.
And then the Habanos, I want you to give everybody, or take the cello out.
I am. Let me do this. I'm going to do this
in the close-up.
Here we go.
Yeah. Take the cello out.
Yeah.
Look at that fucking thing. It's triple cap pigtail. There you go.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Closed
Squeeze
foot.
that cigar. squeeze that. See how firm that is.
It's firm all the way, Sanj.
That's $5.60.
Exactly. There
can't
isn't
beat
a
it.
soft spot on it. And a lot of cigars, I'm going to say it because a lot of cigars that I've smoked, you'll kind of feel it. They'll be soft. They'll be spongy in certain areas. And this is true and true throughout. You know, the same thing. I did the same thing with the Habano.
Yeah.
And it's the same exact construction.
Yeah.
Both. Same exact.
But,
nothing different. You know,
so
this is it. This is Habano.
So what is FDA's working on is a lot of cigar company people are against is they want to charge you now taxes on tobacco according to weight. And that's the way it should be because tobacco is commodity. So if you have a 5x50 Robusto, and let's say it's supposed to be 18 grams, guess what? Now all cigars have to be 18 grams. So if you go to fucking Whole Foods, potatoes are $4 a pound. You go to mom and pop store, potatoes are $4.25 a pound. Would you accept less potato if you're paying for the pound?
No, exactly. You want to pay.
So why are you accepting tobacco that is not giving you proper weight?
You're right. You're right. And most people will never ever weigh a cigar.
No.
You can basically say that's
I've never seen it.
Never seen it. Never.
We do it 5 times before it gets into box. Take any of our cigars and get a digital gauge, put 1 by 1. You're gonna see 1 or 2 points up or down. I mean, that's the closest you're gonna get.
Right.
Amazing. Yeah.
No, that's the way it should be, Sanj.
What a great wheel. Great deal.
I mean, wow. That's all I could say.
So, Sanj, you got a lot of people asking how can they get it if their local brick and mortar doesn't have it?
No. So here's the thing, and this is not. I'm not being disrespectful to anyone. This is something that we started. So when I do business, I keep everyone in mind. We don't want to be just another fucking cigar manufacturers. We never were. We're never going to be. So 98% of the fucking companies sold their soul to everything else. We are not doing it. We protect our retail partners. So if you become my retail partner, let's say whatever you are, 50-mile radius, we're not giving that cigar to any other accounts. We are not like other companies. Whoever wants to buy your product, just fucking give it to them and give 2 fucks about their retail partners. We are not doing that. We are not about that. We want to, as a manufacturer, my number 1 priority is to protect my retail partner. As a retailer, my number 1 priority is my consumer that walking into my shop. So our stuff, right now, we don't have black 554. I do not have any single cigar. 550 I do not have, and 654 we do not have any cigars. We're waiting for them. The red, we just got a couple 100,000 cigars came in. No, 300,000, right? Yeah. 100,000 of each. So everything that you want to do, we have retail partners all over. There are 50 shops. But if you want, we also have everything that, we do at shouldiSmokeThis.com, and you could get it there. And, that's all there's to it.
Those that you're out of, so you're out of stock on that industry killer sampler with your SPs. So that one you're out of stock. But I wanted to talk about this because I thought that this was genius on your part. So when I went onto your website, I saw this April Fool's exclusive. I was like, okay, what is this about? So tell us about that's April Fool's.
So what we do every month. So it's either one of our members or anybody that's our members in a lounge. So it's just funny things started, right? October. So October is my birthday. SP 1014, right? So people said, why don't you make your own package? So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I took I think like 15, 20 cigars. And I made my package. So, we did like 15 packages, right? So, it was called Sanj's birthday package. Then we did this November, somebody else's. We did Ino's package for, Ino's birthday in November. It was called Cowboy package, right? Then we did, Pat's package. Then we did Joanne, the Cigar Dimples package, right? So what we do, if you're our member, or no need to be a member. Once you come in our live, you get a name, right? And then, if it's your birthday, we'll let you pick 10 of your best cigars, favorite cigars, and we'll make it. And then what we do is we sell it. So let's say Joanne, I think, made 15 units, and it was all Lanceros. So I will always give it something very special from my own basement. So, which is most people today, 80% of the people, if I take them to the fucking basement, they won't even know what the fuck they're looking at because very old stuff, right? So I would surprise people. So everybody won. It started as a joke. So then, the April, we were yesterday, April 1st, we were doing a live, and one of the, viewers said, hey, what's the April's package? Now it became like every month thing. And I'm like, listen, we don't have anybody. I said, anybody have April birthday? Can make it real quick, their favorite cigar. And nobody was here. Nobody had April birthday. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's treat people right. And I give away a lot of rare vintage stuff. So I said, let's treat people right. I said, what are we going to do? We're going to make 50 units. And we're going to call it April's Fools. No one's going to be asking me questions. I said, look, I told Rob, I said, take brown paper bag. Just put a fucking picture of brown paper bag. And we're going to surprise people. So there are, I think, I selected 8 or 9. We made 50 units. Okay. So 50 packages. We said, $100, but everything is in that package. It's very old.
Right.
It's everything from my basement. There is nothing from top of my shop, like top floor. Nothing. So we don't even have it. We didn't even make the packages yet. We just fucking announced it yesterday. Last night, midnight, Rob puts up this fucking brown paper bag and he says, the April Fool's package. And guess what? I think you guys could check. I think like 40 of them. It's sold out.
Yeah. That's great. It's a great gimmick.
Yeah. I mean, you check. Go on that site and see how many's left. There's like 25, 40 of them sold out.
I know.
Does Innocent have a special made for himself yet?
No, he had a cowboy package. Nobody bought that shit. Who the fuck would want a cowboy shit?
Put condoms in them. That's all.
No, what happened was everybody was cheap.
Well,
it was all good shit, and then they go up and they got the nerve to go up and not buy my pack. All these motherfuckers were cheap. They want to go up and say, oh, the cowboy pack. Yeah, you know what? The cowboy pack was amazing.
Honestly, look, guys, all kidding aside. Do you know why nobody bought Eno's package? I mean, we sold them. How many?
Like 2 left.
No, how many did you make?
15.
15. So we sold 13, right? But this is the slowest selling shit in my entire career, 33 years of being in business. But I told him, I said, he named it Cowboy Package. I said, you got 2 strikes against it. A lot of people that watch us on this, they're Republican. They feel like, by supporting him, they're paying extra money. They didn't want to support him.
You know what? They could use it as a good deed. As oh my God, for the bottom of my heart. You know what? Let me go and support this black on his cigar.
Well, they were afraid. What happened to BLM money? They didn't want to go south. Yeah, but that's what they said.
You're not going to win, man. You're not going to win, Innocent. You're not.
I want a mansion too.
What happened?
Can you my mansion?
I just said Innocent's not going to win this one. I'm sorry. But we do have Kiss Cutler out there. He said he will buy the next cowboy pack when it's up.
There we go.
All right?
Next January.
He's going to change
Next January, Chris. You got to wait.
It will not be called a cowboy pack because them cowboys that
He lost, cowboy. He had a faith. He lost against this Indian, $1,000.
Never again. Never again. I only watched the game this year.
When this happened, I said, don't call it a cowboy because I'm Indian. Tables have turned. Them Indians are different. You know, who guys didn't come up here? So I want my shit back.
Oh, innocent, you gotta go. You gotta come up with another name, man. You gotta.
Next year, when I be calling the Cowboy, I have given up on the Cowboy. I can't do it no more.
Yeah, so for next year, I already have a name: Government Cheese.
Call it something good like the Black Mamba or something. Black Mamba's good. That's good.
Yeah, by then we'll figure out. You know,
we'll have something by then. Yeah, we'll have something by then, and it'll be better than last year's pack. Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
it'll have to.
Play
but yeah,
says
so
Wild
like
West pack.
all this stuff that we do, it's for fun and games. So that's how this April pack started. And now because people know that that everyone who knows me knows that I have a very extensive rare cigar collection, right? I used to have, before the storm, I used to have very large collection, but now even today it's like so they are all excited, and rightfully so. Listen, what they spend $100 for, they couldn't spend $1,000 and get it.
Right, exactly.
There you go.
And that's why, and you did the right thing. You removed the bands, right, Sanj? I think it bandless as well.
Yeah. So most of the old cigars that whether I got it directly from the places back in the day, and most of them did not have a band, so we did not remove everything. This is my personal collection.
Gotcha.
So there are actually 2 cigars, right? That I gave it to Eno yesterday.
Oh, no,
there is a 2 cigar that I got it when I had a court case in 1997 with Cuba Tobacco SA. They gave me almost 4,000 cigars, and we had to channel it through different things, and I put those cigars in it. So it's actually a very old Cuban tobacco in it.
Wow.
But we never, this is the first time I'm saying it, but it's almost sold out.
Right.
So we never told them. I even told people, do not ask me what it is. Do not call me for it. Hey, I like this one. I want it. No, not happening. That was something, we always do things fucked up, right? Like good way, do the right thing, do good thing, have fun. And that's exactly what we did. And that's how that thing started. And I'm telling you, Rob's going to come right tonight, pack shit. And we don't even have packaging done yet. And I said, just put a brown fucking paper bag. Fuck it.
That's perfect. That's the way you should send them out, is in
That's
the
it.
brown paper
Yeah,
bag. Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, Nikki Winters just put her order in. She just bought an order from you.
Hey, Nikki.
And she's put that order in. April Fool's package. A surprise package. That's what it is. I mean, we're talking about the big smoke coming up on Saturday, Sanj, and that it's all sold out, by the way.
Yes.
So of VIPs are sold out. Everything's sold out. That's it. It is totally gone. It'll be over in Tampa. It is going to be at the Hard Rock. So if people want to see you or talk to you, they're going to have to do it. If they don't have a ticket, they're going to have to wait for you outside.
Yeah, there you go.
And stop you in the streets.
Before he gets into limousine.
Before he gets into limo to get out.
Listen. I'm a very humble man.
I know.
We doing everything. Look, Vegas, same thing. People stopped us. We stopped. And then, I don't care. Listen, I don't feel for a second, and I always said it, I don't understand why the cigar makers think they're fucking some celebrities. You're fucking nobody. You have 8 to 5 fucking job that you can't even do it right. And no, I mean, be humble yourself. And that's what, look, this is the way you see me. This is the way you're going to find me in the street. It's that simple.
That's true. That's true.
That's it, man.
That's
Orlando Perez is going to look for you outside with the pepper. All right, Orlando, you better be there. All right, Frank. What are we going to after this, man?
All
What's
right,
happening?
we're gonna go to our last set of sponsors, and then when we come back, we come to the part of the show that everybody loves.
I think the way you guys designed this going into break, I just figured it out. Why?
Why?
Because you cocksuckers might need to piss.
That's Bruce Stark has to go take a piss.
That's
So we
it.
gotta make sure-
I just realized.
He just
Go.
figured it out. He's like, wait a minute, why do they do it this way? Yeah, because when you're old and your bladder size is like this size,
And you're drinking.
and it's pushing down, and your prostate has issues. This is what happens. But
Yeah.
when we come back, folks, we come back to our segment, which is our trivia segment, which is called Stump Sasquatch. Now, Stump Sasquatch, it used to be Stump the Chooch, Sanj, but then the Chooch got a little old and it needed to be put out to pasture. The Chooch is a donkey. So for people who don't know, this is what it used to be like. That was our mascot, but now it's been replaced. So
Right.
when we come back, I'll have some trivia, some fun trivia. We'll give away some prizes. Sanj, what do you want to give something, a little sampler, something that, people will remember the podcast and remember you, of course, because they all love you anyway.
They don't need to fucking remember me. I'm a fucking nightmare. But
what can you do for the people with their nightmare?
Latex balloons there.
Would be good.
I'll tell you what, we do one better. All right?
Go ahead.
How many veterans or first responders are watching your live? Let them send you a message. We're going to send, if you have 20, 25, whatever guys are watching, long as they're veterans, first responders, I'm going to give them all 5-pack of SP Black. I'm going to send it out to you. So tomorrow, if you say, hey, we have 40 veterans and first responders, I'm going to send you 45 packs. You hand that out.
Wow.
Whatever you want to do.
That's even one better is right.
Unbelievable.
Sanj,
Make sure you PM me, folks. Make sure you
anybody
PM me.
who's watching
And
who is
please,
a veteran, please
be honest.
And be honest.
be
Please
honest.
be
Because
honest.
hey, if they're not, Sanj, guess
Look,
what? It's on net.
Look. So we do, every Veterans Day and Memorial Day, we give out 2 free cigars to veterans every year for 33 fucking years, right? So a lot of times people say, hey, how do you know these people are, telling you the truth? I said, look, my heart's clean. God knows what I've done. If somebody needs to lie for 2 cigars, God bless them. They need it more than me. So I have no problem with that. Even, so you just have to have, if somebody needs to lie for 5 cigars, guess what? Find out that we send them 5 more because they need it. Because, look, you have to understand. Look, the hardest thing is to do what? Beg for love and beg for food.
Right.
So if they're cheating and they need those 5 cigars, I understand their pain. I'm going to send them 5 more. So you just treat, somebody with respect, and maybe, next time they may not do it.
Right. No, you're right, Sanj. Very good.
I don't judge people. Not my job.
No, we're not there to judge. We're just there to.
I was just put onto this earth to do good. As you see, my hashtag is always do good, and that's what we live by, and that's all it's. I don't judge people. My God, your God, their God, everybody's God knows what I do and what I've done for people. That's all I want. Long as God knows, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly, and we'll be right back.
Go to fucking bathroom, drip it dick, motherfuckers.
Great cigars take time. The Fortaleza Libre story began in 2013 with the idea of starting a brand of cigars that would exemplify the strength and freedom that define America. Our premium cigar voyage for quality and taste led us to the Dominican Republic and the tobacco fields of Santiago and Tamboril. Tabacalera El Joyito would become a trusted partner, and in 2019, our smoking strong and living free journey was realized with the arrival to our shores of the Fuerte Libre Bodacious. Fast forward 5 years, 2024, Fuerte El Libre rebrands to Fortaleza El Libre. Same meaning, strong and free. Our portfolio has grown to 6 core lines to satisfy the palates of cigar smokers worldwide. For more information, visit our website at fylcigars.com. Smoke strong, live free.
Welcome to GTO Dominican Cigars, a boutique cigar company that artfully blends and creates some of the finest handmade puros from the Cibao Valley in the Dominican Republic. We are fourth-generation manufacturers and growers of tobacco with over 140 years of experience, offering a variety of styles, blends, and strengths. Mild, medium, medium plus, and full-bodied. We would truly consider it an honor for you to experience our cigars. Those who know smoke GTO.
Before you light your next cigar, be sure to check out Cigar Medics, the makers of the patent-approved humidimeter. The humidimeter is a tool designed to display the relative humidity inside your cigar. With this device, there's no more guessing. Simply insert the probes into the foot or cap of your cigar, and you can instantly know if your cigar is ready to be smoked. Buy now on cigarmedics.com and see site for other cigar accessories. With the humidimeter, you'll know when to hold them and know when to smoke them.
Years in the making, the Chief cigar was born, blended, boxed, and released to market on June 26, 2015. This cigar was developed by former fire chief, firefighter, cigar aficionado Ken Dorbecker, and has grown into a signature Firehouse cigar line.
All engines respond.
Including, of course, the Chief, a Nicaraguan Habano blend, Proby, a Connecticut Shade blend, All Hands, a Maduro Mexican San Andreas box press, and the brand new Fire Pole, a beautifully crafted San Andreas Habano barber pole. Join the Chief family and make us part of your humidor. R&A Treasures, out of Tampa Bay, Florida. The last of a legacy. The last of an inventory of Thomas Cristiano in a warehouse where everything is aged and well kept for all your pipe and smoking needs.
And we are back, folks. We are back. Bob is back. He just drained the vein, as they say.
Did you wash your hands? Now let me educate you fuckers. I know you seen I know you seen a lot more Christmas, but I have hung more lights. You wash your hands before or after?
Both.
Before
and after.
That's right. Because hey, I know where my shit has been. It's clean no matter what. So you see, before you gotta wash your hands.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Because you never know what's gonna happen when you go down there.
Yeah, whose hand you fucking shook?
So here we go. I'm going to ask a couple of questions. I want Bob and Ron, and I'll even throw Chris into the mix. Chris is back here. That's that fat fuck.
Yeah, I know. Good.
Yeah,
he's so fucking fat, you can't fit him in the screen.
No. Well, I'm not Indian, son.
You couldn't be Indian.
No, I couldn't be because they're all thin.
That's right. You're just hiding because you know this Indian's going to take over. Hey, I'm not fucking innocent. I'll take that 40 acre and the mule. I'll fucking work and bust your fucking ass on it.
Hey, I was hanging lights all day, pal.
That's right. I believe in you, cocksucker.
Send them a bunch of Hudson and Johnsons, will you?
So here we go. So here's questions for everybody. Let's see if you know anything. Okay, question number one. On this date in history, April 2nd, 1902, what was the name of the first movie theater in the United States that opened in Los Angeles, California? What was the name of the
Chinese theater?
What's that?
Regal.
Regal. At least Sanj answers. He answered something.
No,
it's not right.
Man's Chinese theater.
Yeah.
Who's?
Man's
Chinese theater? No. Another. That's a stupid answer. Anyway, Sanj's answer was much better. Regal. No. Man's.
Yeah.
It's the name of it.
No, that's wrong.
It was a Chinese theater.
It was. No, it wasn't the Chinese theater.
They showed Chinese movies.
They showed
China's taking over anyway. India thinks they got it, but China's
got it. It was called the Electric Theater. Electric Theater in Los Angeles.
Okay.
See that? L.A. started so it made sense. I mean, Hollywood, first theater,
studios are there.
L.A. Makes sense if everybody, starts to think correctly. Here's another one for you. In 1932, Tarzan the Ape Man was released, starring this
Johnny
Olympic swimmer.
Weissmuller.
There we go. Johnny Weissmuller.
Produced by Adam Zucker.
There you go. Very good. Very good. You see, Bob knows that because when he was a kid,
That's because Bob is fucking cheating. He's fucking got Google. That's why he's not on the fucking screen.
Bob was around back then. That's why.
Yeah, Bob was around back then.
Bob was around to actually go and watch it.
He watched it actually when it was first released. He actually he watched Johnny Weissmuller in the Olympic Games.
That's right. There you go.
He took his first date to watch it.
There with Cheetah watching.
All right, here's another one. Let's see if you guys can figure this one out. In 1978, this television show starring Larry Hagman and Barbara Bel Geddes premieres on CBS.
I Dream of Jeannie.
Dallas.
78.
Dallas.
78. Yeah,
Dallas.
That was back in 65 or 68 was I did.
Good thing Sanj doesn't know TV because he doesn't know how to operate one. He can't answer that
I
question.
don't watch TV. Besides the fucking questions, you fucking ancient fucks. What the fuck you doing in 1842, you cocksuckers? Bring it to new generation.
All right.
We want to make sure Innocent doesn't get the answers.
All right.
I'll go because they stand for this son.
What did he say?
Here's one. I'm going to make it easy for you. This happened in 1999 in this day in history. You were around. You were selling cigars in '99. So
yes,
let's see what you know here. So the Black Crowes played a concert in Knoxville, Tennessee. And a teenager, Joshua Harmon, was sitting in the second row. He actually sued the band a year later. How much did he sue the band for significant hearing loss? How much did he sue them in 1999 for?
$10 million.
$1 million.
A penny.
$5,000.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
I guess he took him to small claims court.
Wow, yeah,
Enough to
really.
cover his ticket.
Wow, yeah, the price of the ticket. Yeah.
What was the judge? I would say,
really?
why are you even here?
You're wasting the court's time, man.
5,000 for hearing?
Well, you also have to remember. You also have to remember something. Back in the day, we didn't have prosecutor that cunt Letitia James or that dumb fuck Enron. We didn't have those judges. Back in the day, judges were smart.
That's right. They probably kicked it all out and said,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Go get a hearing aid.
That's probably what the price of a hearing aid.
That's what is it?
Yeah.
$5,000.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So here's a good one for you. Let's see if you get this one. So again, 1990, not that long ago.
Prince.
You see, that's what I got to deal with, Sanj. Stupidity. When you got to deal with stupidity, that's what happens. No,
Ronnie was walking around with Ashley Chaps. He loved Prince.
He does love Prince. He does. I love Prince.
Let him
too.
read the question.
So, this musician was fined by Walton-on-Thames Magistrate Court after being booked for speeding at 105 miles an hour, and they were banned from driving for 3 months.
Joe Walsh.
I was going to say the same thing. I was waiting for him to finish.
I did one That's right. And now I don't drive.
No, it was Eric Clapton.
Oh, yeah.
Eric Clapton was basically fined. And
in
then,
his Ferraris.
I guess.
He has a collection of Ferraris, yeah.
There you go. All right. And this is for the Ron, what other prizes do we have that we can give away to our audience since Saka Squatch is the
Tonight's audience is getting a bunch of cigars, so obviously they need to put those ashes in something. So from our friends at Vertigo, you're going to get a carrying case ashtray for your car, for your bedroom, for whatever you want to use.
Oh, nice. You could put that in your car. You put in the cup
Anywhere.
Cup holder.
Nice.
A nice
There's
cup
no such
holder.
thing as ashtrays anymore.
No,
And
there is-
only because we know that at Sanj's shop, you also have a little bit of Steve's Saka cigars.
So you got a Sopremesa. You've got a what do you got there? You've got the Bewitched.
You got the Mustacha.
There you go.
Very nice.
And a cap.
And the cap of your choice, color-wise.
Don't
You
know.
got either.
Choice. Give them one. Tell them, fuck you. You get the one, the whatever one.
All right. Well, I try to make people happy.
Screw them. We don't have to make them happy.
All right. Just let me know. PM me the winner.
That's
You got to PM me anyway.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't gotten this tumbler, too bad. Because I don't know if they're. Look at this tumbler. That is a kick-ass tumbler, Sanj. Look
Beautiful.
at that.
So what we gonna do? I'm gonna send you 5 more tomorrow. Raffle that shit off.
All right, we'll do.
All right.
We'll do.
Bring one to me. Bring one to me.
Yeah, Ronnie doesn't get anything because he doesn't need to drink more. He needs to.
I'll take innocence.
I gave my ready.
We'll send you more. That's not a problem.
Perfect.
All right.
All right. Let's ask this question. Randy Ron, you got the music going?
This is for the audience.
This is for the audience. Audience only. All right, folks. Here we go. Very nice, Ronnie. I like that music. Sounds very good. Jeopardy. Here we go.
Yes,
Here's our question. So Steve compared his Umbagog line as rather this. A dollar for dollar, it is big time baller when it comes to the flavor and quality. What did he say? What did he compare it to? Rather this what? Keep playing that music, Ron. People are trying to figure this out.
Nobody's putting
They're
anything.
Googling now.
They're all trying to look at
Google. Siri, they got everything going. Let me tell you.
You got he's got great value. No, that's not the right answer.
Lancero from Orlando.
No. It
Big
comes to
time
this.
player.
Michael.
Cheap from Michael. Boring.
Boring.
Dan
no.
Grillo. Cheap.
Oh, wait a minute. Who said this? Chris
Cutler again.
He says Clark Kentish. Could that be the correct answer? Huh. I guess we'll find out. Clark Kentish. That is correct.
Wow.
He made it. He compared it to Clark Kentish.
Superman.
Yeah, I guess because again,
It's a super cigar.
it's a super cigar at a great value. So that's what that is. Thank you, Chris, for playing. Excellent retrieval of information. You know, you got to go out there and you got to pay attention. Otherwise, why do we give this shit out?
And Jimmy Olsen will deliver that personally.
Rather have Lois Lane.
I think Lois Lane would be better for some of these guys. But yes, Chris, thank you. Congrats. I have Chris's address because Chris has been a very big winner for us lately.
He goes, it's April. It's a new month, fuckers.
Oh,
It's true. It's true.
I think, Sanj, I think your language is starting to
Become
rub off.
mainstream.
Yeah, why not? Be simple as possible. Tell them to go fuck yourself. That's how you feel. I mean,
Exactly, Sanj. Exactly. Wow.
man.
Oh my God, Sanj. I don't even know what to say other than thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes.
And the guys are looking so forward to meeting you this
my God.
weekend.
Being
Yes.
able to meet you in person is going to be. I want to give you the biggest hug because it truly is going to be a memorable day for me. I know.
of course. It's going to be memorable for all of us. I mean,
You don't have to lie. It's okay.
Well,
You're
it'll
you're
be
not
memorable for Innocent because he won't be there.
Hey, guys, you got to check this out. Chris has been a big supporter, a winner. He just said for us to send the hat and the stock of cigars to our other listener and veteran also.
Very nice.
Christopher Yowell. Chris, man,
Very
you are
nice.
one stand-up guy,
Very
man.
nice. Thank you
so
very,
much.
very much.
Very nice.
Good.
Wow. See, Sanj,
Nice,
you're
Chris.
you're actually rubbing off on people.
Yeah, listen, the whole concept is, just give it forward. I mean, what the fuck?
Yep. No, you're right. You're absolutely right, Sanj.
Wow.
Thank you for your time, as always.
Yes.
It's always
No,
a
no.
pleasure to talk to you.
I got nothing else to do. I'm hanging around with this fucking retired, unemployed motherfuckers. Walmart pricks. So yeah, I mean, listen, anytime, like I said, just let me know how many veterans and first responder were there,
No.
and just let me know. By tomorrow, I'm gonna text you. I'm actually gonna, send them my cell phone number, and listen, I just have one message for you guys.
Yes.
Please, tell that fat fuck when you get my number, no fucking sexting at middle of the night.
I have some more likes for you, son.
He loves you, son. He loves you.
Of course. This is all fun and game, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Nobody got hurt, right? People, some motherfuckers probably laughing their ass off. Probably the best day so far they had, right?
That's right.
Well, my
So
feeling,
that's the whole concept. Make somebody's day, and that's all it's doing.
Sanj, Chris's feelings got hurt. The poor baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Next.
Next. Oh God.
Anyway.
Hey, Chris, are you going with the guys this weekend?
No, he
Nah,
can't.
my daughter's
His
coming out.
daughter's here, so he.
Ah.
I would have passed
No.
on the daughter. Go
Don't
hang
worry,
out
I'll
with
bring a
Sanj,
picture of him, son.
There you go.
We'll play darts.
Yeah, nah. I like to throw it at him.
Darts
easy
at
to
him.
hit.
At him.
I'd rather throw it at him.
Yeah, why? Why throw it on paper?
Hey, if I'm up there, if I'm up in Jersey, I will definitely
He's gonna
stop
come.
by
He's gonna stop by to see you.
for sure.
Yeah, just let me know a week before so I write on my fucking doors here.
Yeah, you better fucking wipe your humidor, pal.
Listen, humidor.
You're gonna have to.
Humidor is something anybody comes from out of town, out of state. It's what's mine, it's yours. Only rule we have: you can't take nothing with you. You want to go in my basement and smoke some rare shit? You're free to smoke it, but you're not taking nothing with you. That's
There
it.
you go.
So if you want to come, 10 days in a row and smoke every fucking thing I got, come, welcome, anytime.
Can I bring my buddies?
Yeah, why not?
100 of his closest friends.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah, why not?
Before you leave the place, Chris, you'll have to bend over.
Nah.
Wiping my ass right
You have
now.
to do a strip search, Sanj. You got to do a strip search. He might use one of those condoms.
Hey, just so you know, I'm not that fat.
Thank you, and thank you from all of us to you. From the listeners, you guys are amazing. Thank you very much for the support.
Over his head.
And there you go, Chris. He's getting ready for you.
You might have to put a little lube on that, Sanj. Just
And you need a
saying.
bigger condom.
Oh God! Have a great time this weekend down there. Good
Right.
wishing you all the best, and you take care.
Right.
And he's out of there.
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Last thing.
Uh-oh, what is this?
Uh-oh. What is he pulling out now?
Oh, this is the innocent condom.
This is a sterile thing. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a safety thing.
Oh.
Is that a condom?
That's for innocent.
That's King Kong's.
Holy shit.
Oh my God!
See what I had for breakfast.
He's ready for you, Chris. He's ready.
How you doing? Hey, look, I even got the vaginal lube, brother.
Oh, ow. Ow.
That's when you want to go all the way up to your elbow.
No, come out your mouth.
There you go. Look, see?
Well, at least
See?
you can
That's
my
the
friends.
sterile gel.
Sterile gel.
I'm ready, baby.
A Sonic for Chris, just waiting for him and his buddies. Those are reusables, right?
Wow.
No. Hey, I'm not in budget. We use it once, throw it out, buy new ones.
I would just leave it in Chris. Let him go home with it.
A miner's cap, you can go exploring.
You'll be able to stick your hand out my mouth and wave to my friends.
That's for God's
Oh, shit.
You're too much, man. Godzilla. Texas says Godzilla.
For an elephant.
Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, guys. Thank you.
We'll see you Saturday.
You're a big-hearted guy, man. And then everything.
My pleasure. Thank you all for being. Hope you have a good night. Bless week. Yeah. Bless everything. And you didn't like anything I offended you, could go fuck yourself. I really don't give a good fuck.
Safe travels. Everybody, we'll see you next week live in Chicago, Rosemont, with the boys, with me. So
we'll
hang
be
out.
in Chicago next week.
It'll
Tuesday. Be an interesting.
There you go.
It'll be too cold, Sanj. It's going to be 45 degrees.
Yeah.
Too cold for us.
Yeah, yeah.
We got heaters in the tent just for you guys.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all. Everybody, take care.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. God bless.
Stay on. I just got to talk to you in the after show for 1 minute for our good friend Bruce.
You need me.
Tell my brothers to line them up. We'll drink that whiskey from those old dirty cups. We'll toast to the present, the future, and the past. This ain't my first drink, but I sure it ain't my last. 'Cause this world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful. I feel its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful.